Hey guys, I'm totally beat from work today. I'm gonna crash soon, but I'm down to hang out for a bit. Both of those sentences mean exactly the same thing. The first one is how your textbook taught you to speak. It is grammatically flawless. It is clear. And if you speak like that in a bar, people will think you are a serial killer or a time traveler from the year 1850. The second sentence is how native speakers actually connect with each other. You have spent years mastering the first type. You have a C1 certificate. You can read The Economist. But when you go out for drinks with colleagues or watch a modern Netflix show, you hit the slang wall. You understand nothing. You feel like a beginner. You sit there smiling awkwardly while everyone else laughs at jokes you didn't get. I'm Tom, and welcome back to English Adventure. Today, we are going to tear down the slang wall. You think slang is bad English. You think it's lazy. You are wrong. Slang is the language of connection. Your refusal to learn it is why you are professionally competent, but socially invisible. It's time to take off the linguistic tuxedo and put on a t-shirt. Part 1. The diagnosis: robot English versus real English. Why is there such a massive gap between what you learned and what you hear? Because schools teach formal register. They teach English as a tool for transferring dry information. It is standardized, logical, and safe. I call this robot English. Real life happens in the informal register. This is English as a tool for emotional connection, humor, and signaling identity. It is messy, illogical, and fast-changing. The problem is that 90% of human interaction happens in the informal register. Even in business, the moments where you build trust, the coffee breaks, the pre-meeting chat, the team drinks, happen in informal English. If you only speak robot English, you signal to people, I am an outsider. Keep your distance. You are bringing a knife to a gunfight. You are trying to use the tools of academia to survive in the social jungle. Part 2. The sociology of slang: the secret handshake. You need to understand why slang exists. It's not just because people are too lazy to use full words. Slang is a gatekeeping mechanism. It is a secret handshake used by groups to identify who is in and who is out. Teenagers have slang to keep parents out. Gamers have slang, noob, nerf, buff, to keep non-gamers out. Corporate professionals have slang, circle back, low-hanging fruit, bandwidth, to identify other corporate drones. When you don't understand the slang of a group, you are, by definition, an outsider. But here is the crucial part. When you do use the right piece of slang at the right time, it creates instant rapport. It signals, I am one of you. I get it. A perfectly grammatical formal sentence creates distance. A slightly ungrammatical slang phrase creates closeness. If you want native friends, you have to learn their secret handshake. Part 3. The mechanic: the three pillars of informal English. Slang is a big word. We need to break down what you are actually struggling with. It's usually three things combined. 1. Universal slang, the basics: words everybody uses, regardless of group. Examples: cool, weird, sucks, awesome, stoked, bummed out. Your status: you probably know these, but you might be afraid to use them. 2. Phrasal verbs, the engine of informal English. Natives prefer phrasal verbs over formal Latin-based verbs almost every time in casual speech. Formal: the situation did not improve. Informal: things didn't pick up. Your status: this is usually the biggest blocker for intermediates. You know the formal verb, but the phrasal verb sounds like random noise. 3. Idioms and cultural references, the deep end. Metaphors that make no literal sense. He bought the farm. He died. Barking up the wrong tree. Your status: these are impossible to guess. You either know them or you don't. When you hit the Slang Wall. It's usually a combination of a fast phrasal verb and an unknown idiom hitting you at the same time. Part 4. Tactical Protocol Number 1. The sitcom surgery method, data mining. You cannot learn modern slang from a textbook. By the time a slang word gets into a textbook, it is already dead. You need fresh data. Your best source is modern television, sitcoms, and dramas set in the present day. But you cannot just watch for fun. You have to perform surgery. The protocol. Pick a modern show that reflects the kind of English you want to learn, e.g., Suits for corporate slang, Friends, or How I Met Your Mother for general social slang, Euphoria if you want to be confused by Gen Z. Watch with English subtitles on. You are hunting for phrases that you understand literally but not in context. Example, Character A says some bad news. Character B says, "Well, that blows." Pause. Write it down. Analyze the context. What emotion are they feeling? Disappointment/frustration. Guess the meaning. It is bad. Verify it online. We'll talk about where in a minute. You need to build your own personal slang dictionary based on the media you consume. Part 5. Tactical Protocol Number 2. The Urban Dictionary. Reverse search. Never use a standard dictionary for slang. It will give you the 1950s definition. You need Urban Dictionary. But you have to use it carefully, because 50% of it is weird sex jokes that nobody actually says. The protocol, when you find a new slang term, like ghosting or salty, search it on Urban Dictionary. Ignore the top definition if it seems too ridiculous. Look for the pattern in the top 3 to 5 definitions. Crucial step. Read the example sentences below the definitions. This is where you learn the tone and the context. Who says this to whom? Is it aggressive? Is it playful? Do not just learn the definition. Learn the vibe of the word. Part 6. Tactical Protocol Number 3. The Safe Zone. Implementation Ladder. Now you have some slang words. How do you use them without sounding like a tryhard, someone trying too hard to be cool, or accidentally offending your boss? You need an implementation ladder. Start safe, then increase risk. Level 1. Passive recognition, the nod. Your first goal is just to understand it when you hear it. When someone says, "That meeting sucked," just nod. You don't have to say, "Yes, it totally sucked, bro." Just recognize it. Level 2. Safe universal slang, low risk. Start using words that are universally accepted across all age groups and most situations, except highly formal ones. Start using cool, weird, that makes sense, no worries, guys, for a mixed group. These will instantly make you sound 20% more natural without risking embarrassment. Level 3. Phrasal verb substitution, medium risk. Start actively replacing your robot verbs with phrasal verbs in casual settings. Before you say, "Arrive," say, "Turn up." Before you say, "Cancel," say, "Call off." Before you say, "Tolerate," say, "Put up with." Level 4. High-risk current slang, the danger zone. Only attempt current Gen Z/TikTok slang, e.g., "Riz cap," bet, if you are under 25 and talking to other people under 25. If you are a 40-year-old manager in a suit saying, "No cap," you will sound insane. Know your audience. The final challenge. Listen to me. I know slang feels uncomfortable. I know it feels imprecise and messy. But English is messy. Human connection is messy. If you want to remain a polite, distant outsider who speaks perfect textbook English, fine. Keep wearing the tuxedo. But if you want to actually connect with people, laugh at jokes, build rapport, and feel like you belong in the room, you have to get your hands dirty. Stop being a linguistic snob. Respect the slang. It is the lifeblood of the language. Your challenge this week: find 3 slang words from a TV show, confirm them on Urban Dictionary, and use one of them in a low-stakes conversation. Break down the wall. If you are ready to stop sounding like a robot and start speaking like a human, hit the like button. Subscribe to English Adventure. Put on the t-shirt. I'm Tom. Keep it real.